Hi guys, this is Mr. Gill. Real quick, I just wanted to go over one of the problems that we missed in class. So this will be on section 2.7 and it's under denominations of money. So this problem is a man has $2.55 in quarters and nickels. He has 9 more nickels than quarters. How many of each denomination of coin does he have? So just like what we've done in previous problems, I want to define a variable for one of these two things. And it can be either nickels and quarters. Our equation will change based on which one we pick. So I'm going to start off by saying x equals, okay. In this case, I know we have 9 more nickels than quarters, so I'm going to start off with quarters. Again, you could start off with nickels, but it doesn't really matter. Your second equation is just going to change a little bit depending on which one you pick. So I'm going to say x equals quarters. So then if we're talking about nickels, I'm not going to write out all of nickels here, but n for nickels, how many nickels do we have in terms of x here, right? We have 9 more nickels than quarters. So again, if this isn't making sense, just pick a number for quarters. Let's say I have 5 quarters. If I have 9 more nickels than quarters, then I have 14 nickels. Okay, so what do? I take this 9 and I add it to the number of quarters I have. In this case, I have x quarters, so we're going to say the number of nickels is x plus 9. Okay. So now in total, a man has $2.55 in quarters and nickels. So this is where we need to know what the value of quarters and nickels is. If I know in total I have $2.55, so I know I'm going to have equals 2.55. Okay, so I need an expression for quarters. That's a terrible cue. Let me try that one more time. That's a little better. Quarters, and I need an expression for nickels. And when I add these up, I should get this $2.55, right? So in this case, I have x quarters, but I need to know how much a quarter is worth, right? A quarter is worth 25 cents. So if I have, for example, 4 quarters, that means I have $1. How did I get that? I take that 0.25 times the number of quarters I have. So this is going to be 0.25 times x. Okay, and if you think about that, 0.25 times x, that tells me how much money I have based on how many quarters I have. Okay, and same thing here, nickels. It's just instead of multiplying by 0.25, I'm going to multiply by how much a nickel is worth, which is 0.05 times my number of nickels, which is x plus 9. Once again, being very careful to put that in parentheses. Okay, so hopefully you agree with this equation here. 0.25x plus 0.05 x plus 9 equals 2.55. Okay, so from there, I'm going to scroll down here and we're going to do a little simplifying. So again, I still have this 0.25x. Instead of writing that again, I'm just going to do a quick copy and bring it down. Sorry, bear with me. So we should have 0.25x. All right, so here I get plus 0.05 distributed, so 0.05 x. 9 times 0.05 is going to give me plus 0.45. And that's going to equal our 2.55. Okay, so simplifying 0.25x plus 0.05x gets me 0.30x plus 0.45 equals 2.55. Okay, and from here we can solve this equation, right? I'm going to subtract the 0.45 from both sides. And that gives me 0.30x equals to, what is this, 10? Okay. So last but not least here, we divide by both sides by 0.30, or just 0.3. If you want to do just 0.3, that's totally fine. 0.3 and 0.30 are the exact same thing. And that leaves us with x equals, in this case, you should get 7. Okay. Once again, be careful with this. This is not my answer. Okay, x equals 7. In this case, we also have to know this is 7 quarters, because that's what we defined x to be. Okay. So again, you should write your answer in the form of a sentence. So if I scroll back up to the problem here, the question is how many of each denomination of coin does he have? So I have 7 quarters. I have 9 more nickels than quarters. So if I plug this 7 in here, 7 plus 9 is 16. So I will say, I'm going to type this here. We have 7 quarters, and 9 plus 7, we get 16 nickels. Okay, so that sentence right there, that is my answer that I want to finish with. Okay. All right, feel free to email me if you got any questions on this question, guys. If you look at the next question on section 2.7, there's one for you to try. I will post the answer to that one so you can look at it. But I would highly encourage you to try that one on your own. All right. Thank you guys very much. Hope this helped.